Alright, I want to briefly go over what's been happening with me the last day or so. What day is it? It's Saturday. So I believe I picked up on Friday, at the shipper with those mandarins in Kings River Packing over there in Sanger, Northern California, right at the bottom of the Central Valleys before you go up the Grapevine. Fresno, a little bit further before you get to Bakersfield, 50 mile or so. A little tired, a little under the gun. I believe due to him freezing the ELD, or the ELD freezing itself, it's uncanny that it freezes when something happens that's unforeseen, like I have no time, while like being delayed forever at a shipper, or being delayed back in Arizona with that crash for 3 hours at exit 297 on the week before's load coming back before I got to the Richmond unload. I believe something's going on with the ELD because coming out of Richmond, I think it was, I finished up on my graph but not on my clock on my wheels. I finished up with an actual 17-hour day when legally you're supposed to have only 14 is the max before it shifts out. So that's a requirement, but it didn't violate on the graph. It didn't show up but the wheels allowed me to just keep rolling. Like the shift clock just froze for that period of time. And then yesterday, let me talk about Indio just really briefly. I'm not going to go into it because I don't have a lot of time. Okay, I was at Indio and a lot of us shut down there. A lot of us buy stuff at the Walmart. Oh my God, they've made it just so hard now. It's like we don't want you around. So literally no trucks there. I had to race around overnight about midnight that particular night on PC for about 10 minutes because my drive clock was down to about 10. I didn't know if it was going to violate or not. Just like look for shutdown. I found an emergency spot. So that was where I shut down last night. And then I did my, like I had about 1,200 and a bit, 50 or something like that, 30 something or other miles left. So I could split that into the two shifts. It's Saturday afternoon. I got to deliver Sunday mid-morning at HEB in San Antonio, Texas. So I did that shift, and that shift was, let's see, 632 odd miles. Not too bad. Coming out of California with about 100 miles to get out of California. So that's where we're at with right now. And let me reset that. See what I'll do. Reset that because I'm on pre-trip. Check the truck. And I'm about to reset my miles today just so I can check on my miles. Trip 3. Trip 1, 1178 so far. Trip 2, same thing, because 1 is the leg out, and then 2 will be the leg back. That will reset when I get to Texas. I will reset it, and this is what I'm doing for this last day. And what's going to get to HEB in San Antonio? It's going to take me 606 miles. So 632 last night, 606 today in Texas. Not too bad. I'm doing all right. I'll get there. And you know, the loads are getting stranger now. There's not like just straight stretch fresh produce. So instead of delivering like 3 o'clock in the morning on a weekday, because ways we've been rolling with this, I'm delivering like later morning on a weekend. I've done that before as a reschedule on a Saturday or a Sunday. Now I'm doing an actual delivery on a Sunday. Let me talk again about the second issue. Like 17-hour froze coming out of Sanger the other day. I can't remember the freaking date. Friday, when it should have been 14, but no violations. And then yesterday in Indio, because I knew I had an issue with the truck, I had a flat tire. So my emergency gravel spot that I'd found the previous night, I sat there, and then I woke up in the morning fresh, called him, got him to sort it out so I can go do it. So it's like the usual thing, like the Dodge, he doesn't want me to start my clock, right? Like usually when you're delivering, like yard move from a mile up the road. Well, this is literally 4.5 miles. He says, just go PC, go over the Loves. go pissy, go over the lows. So I just put required to move because it's in a gravel lot. But, you know, again, you know. So I go over there, and it's like a couple of hours before I got the tyre fix and I'm out of there. So here's the deal again. Then last night, with about 20 minutes left on my drive clock, I got here to this. This is my shutdown here. I haven't said where it is yet. But I had a couple of hours extra there. So maybe a 13.5 hour regular legal clock plus 2 hours being up and working, getting a fucking tyre fixed, okay? Now we're looking, this is me, the truck driver, 15-hour day. So one was a frozen clock, the other one was like you're working before you're working. Alright? One last thing to say. So, you know, and so I overslept an hour last night. I got to 11 hours instead of 10 hours, then I went shopping, so it's 11.5 hours. He hasn't called me, hasn't screamed, because he's got a schedule for Sunday, so maybe it's going to be okay. So yeah, there you go. Freaking, so I must have had sleep yet because I overslept an extra hour last night beyond my 7. So this lot is the Walmart. And remember that last week I put on that, I think it was the 13th week blues. I thought, I said, I skipped in between with my videos and I said the middle shutdown. I couldn't remember where it was. This is it. It's the Walmart in Las Cruces, Mexico, right on the corner of the bend where that 10 highway turns, if you look at it from a stratospheric view on the Rand McNally. So it's okay, Walmart, not too bad for shopping, and you've got this lot, and then they seem to have opened it up over there. So that's where I slept last night. I kind of rediscovered it. I hadn't been here a long time, rediscovered it the last few weeks, been here a couple of times. But that was the one I did mid-shift last week. All right, have a good morning, got to rush.